Master Duel structure decks are a bit of a mixed bag. While the Utopia deck is pretty solid, except for no freaking Utopia double, the Cyber Dragon one is fine, the Cypher deck needs a lot of work, and the Pendulum deck might as well be advertised with, "You better buy 3 of me for that first turn kill combo you saw on YouTube." So when the next deck was announced to be Dragonmaids, it was a bit of a surprise. Here's an archetype that, for one, has no relation to the anime like any of the previous decks for sale, and is based on an archetype that's not just good, but really good. Like, Platinum tier easy. Since the structure decks are a good way for new players to jump into the game, and with the right tweaks they can make some really good progress with them, I wanted to give an overview of the archetype itself as well as the deck, giving some tips as to how to improve the deck to the next level as well. So let's get started. So the Dragonmaids debuted in the manga by Cool Kyoshinya in 2013, and they... hold up, wait a minute. The Dragonmaids were introduced in 2019 in the set Mystic Fighters. They're all dragon monsters and are inspired by... yes. And their gimmick is that they can, well, as their inspiration can, transform. The primary effect of the Dragonmaids is that during the battle phase, the Dragonmaid on the field can be swapped out for a higher level Dragonmaid out of the hand or graveyard, provided they're the right combination of monsters. While some battle phase focused archetypes can be a mixed bag, this is simple enough and thankfully not the only thing they have going for them. Kitchen Dragonmaid can add a Dragonmaid to your hand as long as you discard one in return. Parlor Dragonmaid can send any Dragonmaid card from the deck to the graveyard. Chamber Dragonmaid can search a Dragonmaid spell or trap card. Nurse can revive a level 4 or lower Dragonmaid from the graveyard. And then there's Laundry Dragonmaid, who... look, she sends the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard, which admittedly isn't the most helpful in comparison to the others. But listen here, bud. You add her to your deck. You do this little thing proud. Konami didn't create this awesome mate that transforms during the battle phase just for you to ignore her. Anyhow, that's the main girls, but their main forms have effects that activate in the hands, with Tinkiak giving a 2000 attack point boost to any Dragonmaid monster on the field at any point, Nudjarl shuffling a monster in the graveyard to the deck, Lorapar negating a monster's effect, and Ernest who special summons a Dragonmaid from your hand. By the way, it wasn't until I made this video that I realized their names are corruptions of their jobs. Sometimes I just plain miss the obvious. But the fusions are where things get really interesting, because the Dragonmaids have an amazing boss monster with Dragonmaid Xiao, who not only has great stats and some serious beef in those arms, but has 2 insane abilities. One that can revive a Dragonmaid from your graveyard during the standby phase, and she can negate any card effect and destroy that card by being shuffled back into the extra deck. But don't worry, you get a nice replacement with House Dragonmaid, who not only has some big Dami Mommy energy.
This particular story features drawings of the Dragonmaid exposing most of her breasts.
But also, if a Dragonmaid is returned to the hand, she can destroy a monster on the opponent's field. And then there's their spell and trap support, which can do some great stuff, such as Dragonmaid Hospitality, which special summons a Dragonmaid from the hand or graveyard and sends one from your deck to the graveyard. Dragonmaid Changeover, a card that lets you fusion summon a Dragonmaid that can be reused by returning a Dragonmaid to the hand, and can be used twice per turn, and Dragonmaid Tidying, which can return a Dragonmaid to your hand and return an opponent's card back to the hand. All of these combine into a great aggressive deck, but also one that has a bit of protection to boot, which you don't often get from aggro decks, even good ones. That's what's great about Dragonmaids. They don't suffer the same problem that a lot of other similar decks have, including ones sold on the very same store. Speaking of, let's talk about the structure deck itself, which... So here's the thing. As a deck itself, as in straight out of the box, when it's Dragonmaids, it's great, but about 50% of it is filler. I highlighted all the cards you can get use out of, and yeah. So honestly, I do suggest getting 2 copies just to double down on a lot of the stuff you need, which honestly, in a weird way, is actually a great deal. With just the normal packs, buying 1,000 gems worth of packs is a random affair. You might not get any of the cards you really need, whereas here, you get basically all you need right away. That's an incredible deal, especially because it's not only coming with all the Dragonmaid cards, but also Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon, who is insanely helpful to any dragon deck by being able to special summon a dragon from the hand or graveyard. But also a great Dragon Link monster with Heretic Seal, who by tributing a dragon monster, can return an opponent's monster to the hand, and if he himself is tributed, can special summon a dragon monster from the deck, albeit with its attack and defense removed. But for Dragonmaids, that honestly doesn't matter, as they can swap in or out or be fused. Overall, while you'll still have to craft some stuff and you probably do need 2 copies of the same deck, I still highly recommend this deck. Just the fact it could be built so cheaply makes it highly desirable, especially to new players. The swapping mechanic might take some getting used to, but trust me, it's worth it. So, along with my baby-friendly medal, I'm also giving it my award of money-friendly. Just be sure you put Laundry Dragonmaid in there, alongside her best friend in the world, Eldritch the Golden Lord. Yes, that's apparently a thing.